another review that I can't wait to hear people's opinion on, because people are definitely not gonna like my opinion on this one. Yay!
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It's been 5 years since The Last Jedi's been released in 2017. I thought I'd revisit it and talk about it and see if my thoughts have changed about this movie, because this is probably the most hated Star Wars movie ever, next to Rise of Skywalker.
I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
Yeah, we don't mention Rise of Skywalker around here. I have fond memories of seeing The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, I was sick and my dad wanted to cheer me up by taking me to see The Last Jedi. I'm like, sweet, let's do this. And yeah, I really enjoyed The Last Jedi, honestly. Yeah, it has major flaws, because there are major flaws in this movie. Like, don't get me wrong. But I really think it's the best one out of this new Disney trilogy, honestly. Out of this new Disney trilogy, because The Force Awakens pretty much rehashes everything. It's a fine movie on its own, blah, blah, blah. This one does something unique and different and introduces new ideas. It doesn't rehash Empire Strikes Back. Luke is a grumpy old man who doesn't want to teach the Force anymore. He's that type of person, because he's like, yeah, I done screwed up. I done messed up. And then introduces new ideas and new philosophies with the Force. My main flaws with this movie comes with Canto Bight, though. The story of Finn and Rose. Get that out of the movie, boy! Get that out of the movie! Get that trash out of here! That was, oh yeah, cringeworthy to a whole new level of cringe. Like, that was top tier cringe there. I'm like, yeah, look, I'm all for Star Wars diving into the gambling ring and Star Wars teaching us about the gambling stuff and all that type of stuff, but I feel like that this was the wrong way to do it, because Andor did it better. They taught us about the gambling situation and how that economic system works in Andor, but that was done greatly. This was done like, oh, it's a side story. Yay, let's go watch Casino Royale Star Wars edition. Da 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 da. Like, it's like that, but that's the only thing that brings this movie down for me. There's also a subplot with Poe Dameron and this new Admiral lady. Yeah, Admiral Akbar went out so cheaply, and that made me so angry. It's like, okay, why couldn't we have Admiral Akbar be the one who sacrifices himself at the end? How cool would that have been if Admiral Akbar is the one who took the ship and turned it to the bigger ship and hyperspace through it?
What are they doing?
Sir, they're transmitting a message.
This is Admiral Akbar of the Republic Fleet with an urgent communique, Commander Hux.
Good Lord, not this again. What do you want?
Commander Hux, do you know what this is?
What are you talking about? None of us can see you, Akbar.
Do you know what this is?
What is?
Do you know what it is?
It's a what?
It's
What are you doing right now?
It's
Like, that's what they do, and it's such a great scene. That scene is such a great scene, but that Admiral Holdo lady, I don't give a crap about. Like, I don't like her. Like, just tell your people what's going on. There'd be less issues going on. Like, I'm siding with Poe Dameron on this one. Tell us what's going on. All the great stuff in this movie has to do with Luke. Rey, Kylo Ren, all that stuff is great. Epic duel scene with Rey, Kylo Ren, and those red guards. And seeing that's awesome. Everyone blames The Last Jedi for Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, we get it. You guys don't like The Last Jedi because it wraps everything up in that movie. Throws all the ideas out. But guess what? We had a set script. We had all that stuff for Rise of Skywalker. It was Duel of the Fates. It's taking the story in a completely new direction. Instead of rehashing every single film and Avengers Endgame, the next film. Like, that's what they did in Rise of Skywalker. We could have got Duel of Fates, taken the story in a whole new direction. It would have been much more interesting, like they did in The Last Jedi. It was interesting. It was introducing new ideas. That's why I like this movie so much. And overall, I think The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie out of the new Star Wars trilogy. It does things that's different and unique from the other films. It's very beautifully stunning, by the way. There are so many gorgeous shots in this movie. It's not gray or dull or bland. It's very colorful and vibrant to look at as well. Versus Rise of Skywalker, where that's all gray, blue, and dull. Very, very much enjoy The Last Jedi. The only thing bringing this movie down is so many plot holes and the subplot on Canto Bight and so many things they could have done differently with that side of the story. The side with Luke, Rey, and Kylo Ren, I love that stuff. That stuff is top tier Star Wars in my opinion. And overall, I'm going to give The Last Jedi a B-. Yeah, I genuinely think it's the best one out of this entire trilogy. And it still holds up in my opinion. The effects look much better than some of the stuff we get today in the MCU and all that stuff. But yeah, well, what are you guys' thoughts on The Last Jedi 5 years later? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that this takes Force abilities and all that stuff and expands on new ideas? Or do you guys still think it's a piece of trash? Let me know in the comments down below. And that's all for this time. Punch out like button, face like boss. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.